Hi everyone, today I'm working with Vellum and I've got a top tip for you at the end of the video on how to stop your vellum from cracking, tearing when you run it through your embossing machine. So this piece on the left hand side is held up really well. It's embossed beautifully. We've got that nice debossed side, a lovely embossed side, and it's really nice and flat, so that's going to be really easy to work with. This piece on the right hand side, using exactly the same embossing folder, has split in various places. It tore on the edge, and basically if you go around all this you'll see it's cracking, and that is not what we want. So at the end, I'm going to give you the tip on how to achieve this every time, because we don't want this. So today's card's going to be a really quick one. I've got some pink ribbon, I've got our embossed piece of vellum, a piece of backing paper, and a 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 card blank. And I'm also going to be using the congratulations on this stamp set, which I got from Colorado Crafts. So the cardstock base, as I mentioned, is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So that's our base. This pink linen effect cardstock I've cut at 5 1/2 by 5 1/2, and this is just going to go straight onto my card base. But first of all, I want to attach my piece of vellum. So what I've done is I've cut this down to 5 1/4 by 5 1/2, and on the piece that wasn't embossed on the edge, I've turned that over and I've given that a nice burnish. So this will enable me to put this onto the front of my card without having to see any of the glue, and this is going to go on my card like so. But there's one other thing I want to do before I actually attach it: some ribbon. So I thought I'd have this piece of ribbon going at the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over. I am going to run some glue down this edge of the vellum, and making sure this is all nice and level. I'm going to give that a nice press down. So now our vellum is attached to our card and it's not going anywhere. You can't see how we've adhered it. With our piece of ribbon, all we're going to do is double-sided tape. We're going to pop that one piece at the top and another piece at the bottom. Remove those back in strips, and then with your piece of ribbon just over the front, bring this down, making sure it's nice and level, and just tuck that under. And there we've got a nice piece of ribbon on the side. Cut off your excess. So now this can be adhered to the card using your glue or double-sided tape, whatever you choose to use. I think I'm going to use double-sided tape for this one because we've got the ribbon on the back. And we can now glue this to our card base. Like so. Okay, now I'd like to make to go on my card. So this is what I use. This is my bow maker. They still sell these on Create and Craft. Taking your first piece under, around, I'm going to make, I think I'll make a double bow. So there's two ways of doing this. You can either go through, around, through and around and back under, or you can just go around and around. Take your end back under. Need to give that a snip off. Bring that up over the top. Bring this one over and just give that a good tie. Pull that nice and tight. And then we've got a really pretty double bow. And I thought we would just pop this one on the corner like so. I'm going to pop that on in a minute because I need my glue gun to heat up. And down this area here I want to put a sentiment. I'm going to use the word congratulations. I think what we'll do is we'll have that coming down from the top. So taking in my stamping block, I'm just going to line this one up as best I can. I'm going to use my VersaFine ink. Just give that a stamp up. And get this nicely lined up. And there we've got our sentiment. Congratulations. Now I don't know if my glue gun's hot enough at the moment, but we, oh yeah, looks like it is. Pop our ribbon. I think we're going to go round about there. And then all we need to do is cut our tails. So I like mine to have the inverted look. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to cut that down there on an angle. So we've got that nice inverted tail. This one, I'm going to do exactly the same. Fold it in half, slightly longer, and cut down on an angle. So very understated, beautiful card. So the last thing I want to do with this card is add some pearls, self-adhesive pearls. So we're going to pop one under the congratulations. Actually, we're going to pop 3 spaced out, and we are going to pop one on the bow. Just so different because of the vellum. Right, so the tip for always making sure that your vellum doesn't crack, split, crease, is to take in your folder, add a piece of thick card. So this is 300 GSM card. Place your vellum over the top. When you run that through, you'll always end up with beautifully embossed vellum. No cracks, no tears. And the bonus is you get an embossed piece of card as well. So this piece of card can be chopped down and used for another project. And we've got another piece of beautifully embossed vellum. Hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial. It was a quick one today. Hope you've learnt something. Hope you get playing with all the vellum that you've got in your stash that you never use. And until the next time, thank you for watching. Bye for now.